All right, guys, today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We've got a 1970 Buick Electra behind us.
This is a big pimp mobile, and this pimp mobile has got some worn out weather stripping on it. There's not a whole lot of companies that offer parts for these old cars, but Chase here found somebody.
I talked to Precision, one of our sponsors. They didn't have the weather stripping. Come to find out, BOP Parts, Buick, Oldsmobile, and Pontiac. They have everything you need for BOP.
The first thing we need to do is get this old weather stripping taken out, which can be a messy job, so we're gonna put down some blankets and start scraping all this old crap out.
Let's get to it. So we got drop cloth now, some self-clean drop cloth that we're gonna use, not blankets. The blankets are falling apart.
What we're doing here is we're just gonna cover everything up because this old weather stripping is just gonna fall to pieces when we start taking it out. And we're gonna try to keep the interior as clean as possible.
Yeah, we'll just tape this or something, or just hang it.
We can put some tape on it. We can hang it. You can tuck it in.
Let me get some painter's tape. Oh, look at that, boy. Already saving us.
All right, so we're gonna get this plastic on here, start tearing things up.
Well, that's pretty easy.
But you see, this is why we put plastic up, because this stuff is old and nasty.
It's just falling apart.
So we're just gonna try to get it all out of here and clean this space up as best we can, because we do have to glue these top pieces back in with Gorilla Snot.
Is that what it's called?
That's the street name for it.
Oh.
Our paint rep is here today.
He's the one in the black. It's Shane.
Shane works for English Color out of Tyler, Texas, and he's the East Texas area paint rep for English Color. So if you got paint questions, I'll give you Shane's number right here on the screen. No, I can't do that. He'd be upset.
Just give him English Color's number.
Yeah, you call English Color and ask for Shane.
There you go. Yeah, look at that. If we wouldn't have put that plastic down, boy, we'd had a mess.
Yeah, so let's see if this will all scrape out.
Is it gonna scrape out easy?
I got a plastic scraper as to not damage anything. Let's see.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
We just got to clean all that BS out of there.
Oh, shoot, boy, that's super.
But this is what Texas sun does to rubber.
I need to get a screwdriver to get that piece. You're doing good. You don't even need me.
I've been trying to tell you that.
What? Just using a nylon brush. Wait, that's not a nylon brush. This is actually a steel brush. I was thinking I was gonna use a nylon brush, but steel.
It's a stainless brush.
Stainless brush, stainless steel.
Yeah.
That's actually
to go on the stainless.
Yeah, it's actually working really well.
And what we're doing here is Chase is just coming through with this stainless brush, and there's a groove inside here. And we want to try to make sure we get all the particles out of there and cleaned up. We'll come back and blow all this out afterwards, because we're going to have to add a little bit of glue up here in this top side to help hold that rubber in there. I think it's gonna stay pretty good, but we're gonna put a little bit just to be safe. And then down here, where the weather stripping came down to this end, the factory had butyl tape right here. So what I'm gonna do is get this cleaned up the rest of the way for now, and we're gonna use some 40 because we don't wanna use anything too strong. This car has been repainted. We don't wanna run the risk of stripping any of this paint off of this car. So we're just gonna clean this up and get it ready. And then this will be ready to accept the new weather stripping.
It is wiping.
It's wiping off pretty good. It takes a little scrubbing, but that stuff, man, you get it, especially been on this car as long as it has, it's gooey, bro. But
since 1970.
Yeah, and you know, whatever we have to put back here to glue it back on, you need a clean surface.
Yes.
And this is just gonna make the job cleaner too.
I mean, this car is as old as you are, Russell.
Eat your lunch, son. I was gonna say some other stuff.
Oh, dude, that looks so much better.
Yeah, that looks, you know, just a nice clean surface to work with, so when we're installing our new stuff, it sticks good and looks good, because you want it to look good. You really want it to look good, truthfully. And we might even clean up some of this goo.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the doors too, I forgot. This door just doesn't have any weather stripping on it at all.
Right, but the doors, if you look here, all these little holes, the weather stripping has clips made into it so that it just locks into those holes.
I'm over here pulling these damn clips out of this door, and I asked Russell, I'm like, these are kind of hard. How do you do it? He said, because I'm the master. I said, no. I said, how are you doing it? He said, with force.
No, I don't know.
What'd you say?
I said because I'm using the force. May the force be with you, Star Wars. Here, this is how I'm getting them off.
With this, I'm using a pair of pliers.
I'm only using a pair of pliers if that won't get it, and I'm using a pair of dikes actually.
Ooh. I was trying not to scratch the paint.
I'm not scratching the paint. I'm done. You're over there still.
You got them all off.
Every single one of them.
I think
out of this door.
I think there wasn't even any in over there. These little guys are what we're talking about. These little clippy doos that hold in the weather stripping.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, buddy.
What's a little secret?
All the new cars in the body shop have the same kind of stuff.
That thing clippy doos?
Similar. And these things work pretty dang good.
All right, so I need to put that down.
Yeah. And even if you want to get them,
that.
this will get them started, and then you can grab them with the dikes sideways and just give it a roll, and it'll pull them out if that won't pull them out.
What are you doing? Just sticking it like this?
You gotta get it underneath it. There you go.
Yeah.
Push down. Oh my God! Becky, did you see that?
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. Shaw.
Carter's working on his Pro Touring truck, and he brought a little something to keep working on it. Let's see what he brought.
Oh,
What you got here, Carter?
A little metal.
A little metal?
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna.
gonna take this to the scrap metal place.
We're definitely not doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna take this to the scrap metal place.
This is.
Damn, I didn't even put the chains on.
You didn't even put the pin in your trailer.
Golly.
Look at Chase here.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's pretty
I like that. That's pretty nice.
I got it.
Dude, that's nice.
I might come on up.
Yeah, come on up. I'll hold it up off.
Worked out pretty good, Carter.
Oh, that's pretty easy, huh?
Man,
I like this little thing you
pay
made.
attention to all the things I've been trying to teach you.
I know. You know. So.
What's the next step? I cleaned up the doors, used a little 40 and cleaned up where the weather stripping went.
We got all the door panels took loose, and so now our next step is to start putting these pieces on. We need to identify which door is which one, start putting them on there. There's some plastic clips that came with them, and they should just pop together. It's pretty simple installation on these. So you see that should fit like so. And see, we'll use that existing hole right there.
Find a screw.
No, they came with plastic clips that go in there. And then
Oh.
these things right here, they just pop in all these holes and you push them in, and that's what holds it together. So that fits right up nice tight against the window. And then this wraps around to the other side and does the same thing.
Not bad, not bad. Super
we're really
easy.
just gonna be clicking everything together and putting a couple plastic clips in. And this is really the easy part. This top one's probably gonna be pretty straightforward too, but we are gonna go grab some glue just to ensure it doesn't fall out. This is done. I mean, that looks so nice compared to what was on there, that dry, brittle crap.
Watch this.
The door shuts nicely.
Seals.
Seals. Well, only on the ice.
Only on the ice.
Seals.
I can't even get your dad jokes half the time. They're so stupid. All right, I'm gonna do this one.
That's the other back door.
Exactly, that's where I was going.
And then you're just clipping and clipping and clipping.
Just go behind the.
It will go behind the door panel, yes sir.
No, behind the window, right there.
That one, yes sir.
Okay.
There you go, buddy.
Dang.
You got it. See? Easy peasy.
Easy, dude.
BOP's got this door weather stripping figured out. We know that so far. We're gonna move on to the other pieces and let you know how BOP does on the rest of them. But for the doors, it's going on real nice and smooth.
Carter, you got a mess.
Yeah, squirrels. Definitely had a cubbyhole.
Oh, they were living in there?
No, but they were hiding their acorns.
Oh.
There's acorns everywhere.
Oh, dang, they sure were.
Yeah.
Many apologies because we were just gonna test fit this weather strip and see if it needed glue or not. And it went in so good, we weren't gonna pull it back out to show you. So we did this one already on this passenger side and it fits nice.
Oh, yeah. It is nice, dude. That weather stripping, it just pushes up in there in this chrome track. You don't even really need any tools. You can just use your fingers. And there's like a little lip on here on each side that it pushes up into. And man, that thing's set, dude.
Yeah, so I gotta do this one screw right here. That's And the front has clips, but I'm gonna reuse the screw here because it holds this track also. So I don't want it to.
Yeah, you want
it
to
needs
use
to
that.
have that screw.
For sure.
But now we just got to do the other side, and we're down to the trunk, and then there's a hood one too.
Trunk one and a hood one?
Yeah, there's a cowl one or something like that. So we got to do that. But those on the A-pillar roof line, they go in easy.
Hold on. We left him alone for 2 seconds, and he's over here with the dang grinder.
There had to be a better way.
This is how you're getting the leaves out?
Yeah. You could have drilled a hole down here or something.
That's okay. Look, it pushes back, you weld it up.
Good ass right there.
You can't see it, motherfucker.
I know it.
The fenders go right here, y'all.
Well, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows now.
Cut your little hole right there and get all the leaves out.
God.
If we don't, we're gonna burn the damn truck down when we start welding and cutting on it.
Okay, but we still could have put a hole saw down here and then put a rubber cap in that hole and you wouldn't be welding.
And you'd have a drain hole.
Yeah.
I got a drain hole. There is a drain hole, y'all.
Carter.
I'm speechless.
I am too.
I'm speechless.
I feel like I'm at BB Quick again.
You wait. He's gonna go home tonight and be like, man, I shouldn't have cut that damn hole.
Yeah, he's going to be thinking
The
about
other side, watch.
No.
it. Cut it on the bottom.
Why?
Get a hole
It's easier
saw.
to weld right here.
You ain't got to weld nothing if you just do a hole saw on a rubber grommet.
I gotta be able to get down in that corner and get all that shit out.
Cut it up
Yeah, I'm
and
cutting.
weld it up.
You want to do stuff the hard way.
I remember that when you're about having to weld them back up.
I'm gonna put this fender on. I'm gonna take it back off.
Just push them in and go and put the fenders on. Now, look, all that stuff down in them corners. Look. See?
Look at all that. You should have just set it on fire.
We need to set there on fire.
God dang.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this hood piece because it doesn't need to be glued. But the trunk piece, I think we're gonna have to put a little bit of weather strip adhesive on there. But this hood piece, let me show it to you. So it comes with both of these sides. It's this piece right here, and then this piece that runs all the way across. So we've got both sides, and then the new piece that goes on there. Couple little clips, couple little screws. There's a quarter right here and a quarter right here. The same thing way over there on the other side, and then this piece right here just pops out and the new one pops in. So we'll get that swapped out, and then first thing in the morning, we'll glue in that piece.
What are you looking at me all crazy for?
It's just fun to do, so you get so like confused when I don't say anything and just look at you.
Well, I was asking if you were cleaning it.
Well, I mean, that was the reason I looked at you to start with, was really a smart ass response because it's pretty obvious that I was cleaning The people at home have told me that they think that we're stupid funny. And I mean, we talk to each other all day long. So I was just trying to keep the flow going.
You didn't have to say all that.
Why are you like this? Nah, I'm cleaning this thing out because for sure this trunk weather strip is not going to stay in there well enough on its own. I'd be too worried about it, so I am going to do some contact adhesive for the weather stripping, and I need to clean out any of the dirt and debris that's in this crack so I don't break my mama's back. See all the directions back there?
There's no contact on here. Doesn't say anything about contact. It says super black or black super.
Read the directions.
Weather and gasket adhesive. There's nothing on here about contact adhesive. Russell,
Give me the box.
if you find contact on that box, I'm gonna give you $1.
To ensure contact.
Does it really say that? Yes, it does. Where?
I know you can't read. To ensure contact.
Oh crap! It does say contact, little bitty, but it doesn't say contact adhesive anywhere.
But the way it works is you put it on two parts and then they stick together.
Cause you got to contact
It's
it.
like the headliner glue.
I mean, you got to contact it to something. I mean, all adhesive is
I'm gonna
contact.
contact
Wait,
my hand
hold
with
on,
my face.
hold on. All adhesive is contact.
So you're proving yourself wrong right now.
I guess so. Okay, you gotta use this.
Sorry. We ran into a little bit of a snag. This driver's door, now that the weather stripping is in it, is not wanting to close good. So I'm gonna try to help him out a little bit and adjust the window and maybe adjust the door a little bit so it'll shut good. And Chase,
I am going to use the super black super.
so he's gonna come back here, tape this off, and get this weather stripping put in the trunk while I mess with this door. We gotta get this car out of here and move on to other things in our world.
So while I'm working on this weather stripping, I did read the instructions, and it does say to test a spot on the paint because it could cause the paint to fail. There is some chemicals in here that could cause that. Russell's down here amazed that I read the directions.
I'm amazed now that you said the word right.
Oh, instructions? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna put a little dab in the channel and see what happens.
Where are you gonna put a dab?
I'll put a dab in the channel.
He's a mixtape.
That's what we're doing. Let's do that.
If you'd listened to me the first time, you wouldn't have to be thinking so much. Where you going now? What you gonna do?
All right, I need some thick tape and I left that. So I'm just gonna go buy some at Aussie real quick because this stuff, I just opened up that super black super, and it's pretty messy. So I wanna tape off my area. That way I make sure that we don't get any of that on the paint where it's not supposed to be. But I do have a test spot. Let me show you. Right here, I just put a little dab right in this channel. We're gonna see if anything fails or anything happens. Just making sure, being careful. What you think about that, Russell?
I think you're making a right choice, buddy.
Okay. What? Dang, you got all sorts of stuff going on over here.
Well, see, so this is the window regulator track right here.
This is?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
And then you see these holes are slotted.
It's got some adjustments.
So the window can move around in this opening to make it fit good. So that's what I was talking about, is trying to adjust this window in the opening before I do anything else.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go grab some tape real quick. I'll be right back.
Hey, you go get some tape and come right back. Getting closer.
Oh, that's a lot better, dude.
Yeah. So the door shuts better. It's still got some
Way
sag
better.
to it, but I can't do too much more because I'll start getting into the fender up here.
I mean, it's already got into this door
it's
right
been
here.
pretty bad. Well, and so here's a little backstory on this car. It was in a shop in another town, and some kids broke in and broke every window out of the car, and a couple other vehicles also. And if you've never worked on one of these, there is a megaton of adjustment. There's stops right here, there's a stop here, and there's a stop at the front that determines how high it rolls up. There's adjusters here and here that move the window forward and backwards. There's adjustments here and down here to move the regulator up and down, and all of that has to work together to make it all fit this opening. So it's just like a little movement, check it, a little movement, check it, and then you move this and it changes that. So it's just kind of complicated.
I'm nervous, but I've
Talk
got
all that trash.
Hey, I've got all my prep work done. I've taped off everything. I taped my outer edge off. I taped my inner edge off. That way, hopefully, I don't get any of this black super on the paint. And if I do, I went ahead and got me a wet junk microfiber cloth that I can wipe it off. Got a whole roll of paper towels. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. Brand new weather stripping from BOP. Fit just right.
Been adjusting and tinkering and adjusting. I fixed the holes in this so the screws hold it real tight.
What was wrong with them?
They've just been in and out so many times that they were wallowed out. So I took that piece off and took it to the bench and hammered it flat. And then I had to drive them screws back through there. But now, boy, it doesn't shut. There it is. That's a lot better.
That is a lot
The
better.
glasses, I mean, I think this window needs to be adjusted too, you know what I mean? But it fits nice up here. Fits nice in this front edge. I think he's gonna be pretty pleased with that. But all in all, BOP products for the win on this old Buick Electra. And it's gonna make it a nicer ride going down the road. We're gonna look and see if we can get these seals right here for the windows for him. And then he's probably gonna wanna come back and get all of these windows adjusted because they all need it. Like I told y'all before, the glass all got broke out of this car. And there's a lot of adjustment on these windows, and I bet you he's gonna bring this car back. But we're done for today. Thanks, BOP. Thanks, Chase. Thanks to the Journey HQ, and thanks to all of you. And remember, guys,
Do what makes you happy.
do what makes you happy.